Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is EstaRa with a message for you. Today is Wednesday, February 15th, 2017. So I'm here to bring you some messages and also do a reading for you. So this morning I was cleaning, doing things, and I channel a lot. Like information just kind of floods through me. It comes in and I get the idea, it flies through me. And if I don't write it down, sometimes I forget. So this morning I recorded a little bit of it. And those of you who've worked with me, have had sessions with me, you understand how that works. When I get all the information and I give it to you. And then once I give it to you, it's gone. So forgive me if I don't always remember what I've said, what I've channeled, what messages have gone out there. Even with my videos, sometimes I don't remember what I said during my videos, and my guides will prompt me, go listen to this video for 5 minutes or go listen to it here. And then I'll be like, oh, wow, that was really good message. Wow, that's really profound. Wow, that makes sense. And that's because I don't always remember when I'm channeling it and when I'm in that space. So this morning when I was doing my yoga, I was getting lots of information coming in. There is this energy we're in. They're telling me clarity is coming. And yesterday I felt like be open to miracles, that message that I had left you. I still feel it. I feel it again. I feel today there's more magic in the air and more energy of miracles coming. But what I get with that though is not like, it's more like expect the unexpected. And what does that mean? We have no idea what the unexpected is, right? Because that's why it's unexpected. But I feel like that is pertaining to myself personally, but to twin flames. I also believe it's pertaining to all humans, really, and with regard to all different levels of living and all different ways of being. And I'm feeling that strong, and I wanted to share that with you. That's been really in my field all morning, expect the unexpected. And it feels like the energy is a little lighter. Perhaps it's from having a beautiful love day yesterday, also known as Valentine's Day. For me, I nothing eventful happened, but I took care of me. I did a lot of loving things for me and made sure that I was well. Um, I feel like there's just this energy. It's kind of hovering is the way I get it. So the energy we're in right now is kind of moving slowly through us. And as it's moving, it's carrying with it our reality that we're living at this moment, but around it is all these potentials that it's almost like the ball is turning, and as it turns, we get to see a new potential, a new opportunity, a new thing. And so it's funny. I keep saying a new. So what's really interesting is right before I was about to record. This is my third attempt, by the way, of trying to record this video today, because I've had to stop it. Weird things were happening with my camera. Weird things were happening with my recording. Welcome to my energy where things interfere. So I actually did a nice clearing and a protection prior to doing this video. So hopefully this is all coming through perfectly. But literally right before I turned this one on, I had the song playing in my head, A New Day Has Come. And that's by Celine Dion. If any of you recognize the song, if not, look it up. It's really amazing. Actually, I'm being guided. I'll read you some of the lyrics because it is so perfect. And it feels exactly like what I'm talking about. Expect the unexpected, but open to it, open to receive it. Expect the unexpected. We hear that all the time. It's a phrase that's very common. Um, and most people think they know what it means. But do you really know what that means? I mean, really, expect the unexpected. Well, don't we all put on like, ooh, maybe this is going to happen. Ooh, maybe that'll happen. Ooh, blah, 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 whatever we usually do. And so when we're doing that, we're actually not expecting the unexpected. We're trying to control it. We're trying to make it happen the way we want. We want things to look the way we want them to look. So I want to, I'm going to read the lyrics to you. And wow, so crazy, lovely messages are coming in. So as I'm recording this to you, I've had 3 really cool messages come in. The first one was to share with you. No, I did not have a Valentine's Day with my beloved. No, he did not even send me a happy Valentine's. However, every time we've spoken this new year of 2017, even before that, actually, he's done this. But it's been at least the very minimum of 2 times in a conversation that he will say, I love you. And that's my love day. That's when I feel that love. And I don't need Valentine's Day for that. To me, it's very commercial. So despite that, it would have been nice to hear from him for Valentine's Day. But the truth is, I've been feeling the love from him, and I'm very blessed and grateful for that, and I'm trusting it. And so I'm 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 laughing because I have all these little signs. So I'm going to read to you some of the lyrics, briefly. I'm not going to sing them. You're going to be grateful that I don't sing them to you, although there's a part of me that would like to because I want to just belt out a tune, even though you're all going to be like, oh my God, we'll never watch her again. Okay. A new day has come. I was waiting for so long for a miracle to come. Everyone told me to be strong, hold on, and don't shed a tear. Through the darkness and good times, I knew I'd make it through. And the world thought I'd had it all, but I was waiting for you. Hush now, I see a light in the sky. Oh, it's almost blinding me. I can't believe I've been touched by an angel with love. This is the part that is jumping out to me strongly. Let the rain come down and wash away my tears. Let it fill my soul and drown my fears. Let it shatter the walls for a new sun. A new day has come. When it was dark, now there's light. Once it was dark, now there's light. Of course, they didn't write the lyrics properly. Where there was pain, now there's joy. Where there was weakness, I found my strength. So I'm going to stop there and you guys can go on and read the choruses and all the other stuff that goes with it. But the part that just jumps up to me is we've been waiting for so long, right? All of us, as twin flames, we've been waiting for so long for this miracle to come. I think it's here and I think it's coming in and my body's tingling as I share that with you. And the other reason I was giggling, another little message that just came up to me is I'm sitting here and do you ever have those calendars where you just like rip off the day? It's like a beautiful little picture and it says like March 3rd and blah, blah, blah. There it is. And then you open it up and you see all this information. Um, then you also, usually people throw them out. Well, I don't. I actually save them. And so I save the pictures because they usually have affirmations. I save the pictures and I use them as scrap on the back, or if I need to write a note to somebody, I use them for that. And I have like an affirmation on my computer, which I'm going to camera for a moment so you can hear it. I follow my inner star. I am shining. I am a shining example of love and light. So that I use the affirmation. It's a beautiful thing. Now I don't have those calendars because I like wasting paper, and I have tons and tons of these lying around my house that other people who've had these calendars usually say, hey, I saved those things for you. And then they give them to me, so I use them as scrap. So if you've been a client in my home or in my office, then you know about that paper because you probably received something with it. Okay. Well, there's one sitting on my table because I've been using them to make some notes about things that are going on. It's great scrap for grocery listing. Um, and this one was sitting here, and as I'm talking with you and telling you about how expect the unexpected means don't put any parameters about what that could be. Don't even sit there and imagine it's going to happen because as you imagine something happening, my goodness, just imagine how your mind works. Think about that for a moment. If you're imagining, oh, this is what's going to happen, your mind is going to say, yeah, but he's never done this or she's never done that or they don't want that or this will get in the way, that'll get in the way. You'll find every reason to limit you and not allow you to actually see that manifest. So um, that's really important about expecting the unexpected. Really big message today. It just feels appropriate and right and it resonates. And so then anyway, I looked down at my table as I was talking to you about this and there was a message, one of those calendar thingies from March 2014. Yeah, see, I have a lot of them, so they've lasted for a while. And the message I saw first was, I am pure love. And I was like, oh, God, I love that. This is what it says. There are signs of new life peeking through the ground. These signs are an expression of the love that life has for me. Deep within my being, I am pure love, and it radiates out of me to everyone I see. I really like that. And it just confirms all the be in love, expect the unexpected, and let the rain wash away all your tears and let your soul fill everything up so that you're no longer in fear and allow yourself to take the walls down and just allow yourself to be. Just simply be who you are and recognize that the energy is optimum and right for something magical and miraculous to happen. Just expect the unexpected. I'm going to keep rambling that word. So we're going to go on to the reading. Guys are laughing at me because they like that I am a rambler, and I like that I'm a rambler. They're ramblers too at times. Okay, so before I the call, I shuffle the cards, place them on the table, and I'm going to turn them over now. So the divine masculine energy for the week is the first card that I pull. Okay, so the card is Guide of Wands. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a moment. But as soon as I turned it over, the first thought that came in, or the words that came in, um, he is being pulled away from what he's always known. How I get these things from this card, obviously it's intuition. It's definitely not the card's definition. So let me show that to you. Okay. So if you can see him, he's like the Pied Piper. He's playing his tune, and there's these beautiful angels and fairies dancing behind him. But if you look way up here, you see the house? I feel like he's being pulled. The house represents like his norm, his everyday thing, his way of being, his way of coping, like his normal routine, normal life. He's moving away from that. If you see, he's far away. It's not like he's going to it. He's coming away from it. He's coming to his beloved, right? The divine masculine is awakening and saying, I'm going to my beloved. Again, divine masculine does not mean man, a male energy. It means whoever in the union relationship is expressing more of the divine masculine. So when I look at this card, again, it comes to me that he is going forward. He is starting to create his own soul dance. His soul song is playing. He's playing it and he's beginning to listen to it. To me, that also means that the divine masculine, remember a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't even know anymore. Time is just such a weird thing for me. You can ask me something and I'll be like, I don't know. It was sometime like 2 years ago. And then it's really like 10 years ago. Everything just blends. Well, anyway, a couple weeks ago, perhaps, I had said there was like love in the air and the divine masculine is awakening to love or opening to love. Well, that's what this tells me. He did open to love. He is opening to love and he's beginning to listen more to his soul. Look at him. He's dancing and singing and playing and he's got angels and fairies following him. But don't you know, that's all his little guides saying, all right, we're going to go with you and we're listening to you. We're going to guide you along the way, but you're doing it on your own. So we're just behind you. We're your little entourage. We're going to protect you and we're going to help you stay in that focus and in that love. That's what I feel is happening for divine masculine. All right, divine feminine. Ooh, this is interesting. We have wands for the divine feminine and the divine masculine card. So the divine feminine card is 6 of wands. So give me a moment. Okay, so this is funny. Let me show you the cards. And I'm going to try to bring it up really, really close. I hope you can see that. You see some of the faces. I don't know what you see when you look at that. It's a beautiful card. It's like May Day, it's like a fertility thing. And what's really interesting, by the way, I forgot to mention, when I saw this card here, the rabbit jumped out to me. If you see the rabbit up there, see, the rabbit to me is like new beginnings going forward. So that's what it represents. Well, this card, what really jumps out to me is they're like, okay, all the beautiful divine feminine, all the more awakened twin counterpart, the one that's more in their conscious awareness of who they are, they're all starting to come together. We're all starting to connect and band together. And so if you look at this card, I want you to recognize something. We're all coming together and we're all like, yeah, is it going to really happen? I don't know. And I feel like the divine feminine is in the, I don't know what to do phase. And she has moments where she's like very clear, yes, this is what I want. And there's moments where she's just kind of like, I don't know, is it worth it? Like, what's the point? I want happiness. I don't want to be waiting anymore. And then we just kind of go along, our twin little groups kind of come together and we do our thing. I feel like the divine feminine is just kind of in the space of questioning this journey yet again. Now she's been questioning a lot, but is it shocking that she's questioning it? No, of course not. It's just that things just seem to be like going slow and like like our beloved is lollygagging along. I like that word. And so it feels like to me what she's doing is she's feeling it's important to be with her soul tribe and with her group. And, you know, my heart goes out to this divine feminine energy. And it goes out to me too, because I feel like we're all looking for our soul tribe and our brothers and sisters of light and our soul family. We're not just looking for our twin flame, we're looking for our monad, which is the extended version of our soul family. It's not easy. It's not easy. This path is totally not easy. I was talking to my guides about that this morning about like, you got to give me something. I need a little something for this journey to go forward because yeah, I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to stay there and I'm doing the work, but I like feel like it's just taking forever. So I I need a little something is what I said. So when I look at this card, I feel like that's kind of where the divine feminine is. She needs a little something. She is banding together with her friends and she's trying to find happiness within her and she's doing the work she can do, right? What we're doing is what we're doing. And what is more important though is she needs to connect with another. So the twin it's like twin soul sisterhood, if you will, needs to come together more and support each other, or even the divine masculines. If they're the awakened one in the relationship, if the male is awakened, then come together with us. Those of us that are in the more awakened, the more aware of this is who I am, this is why I'm here. I am meant to be with this person. If you're in that, let's come together and unite because we can only uplift each other. And you know what tells me about this? So some of the faces on there that are kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going along doing my thing. But what's beautiful about it is everybody else is uplifting that soul and helping them to stay in this focus. So that is a really important, positive thing. I really, really hope that you do find your soul tribe and that you do connect with them and you do recognize that we're all on this path together. We're not alone. There's other people just like us out there feeling the same things. Our journey might be slightly different, might be not exactly the same. Our stories have a lot of similarities. I am absolutely positive about that. Um, but we still have uniqueness to our relationships. And that being said, no one's better than the other. No one's faster than the other. No one's going to get there before the other. It just simply is the divine alignment of each couple. And we all have a role in that, right? We all have a role in that. So that's really important to me to share with you. And I'm going to turn over the union card, the coupled card. But there's one thing I want to say. I was supposed to have a meditation class last week, an online meditation for my community. So if anybody wanted to participate, you were welcome to, and people signed up for it. And because I'm having computer issues with this weird camera thing, and I'm hoping this all is recording, and this weird crashing with the webinar system I had, I'm trying to figure that out. And as soon as I do, I'm going to really open that up again. And I really encourage you to join us so that we can kind of interact with one another and know who we are so that we have support. We don't have to be in the same town. We don't have to be in the same space just to connect with each other. We really can connect soul to soul through the internet. That is a way. I know it seems funny and weird, but it is a beautiful way of connection. So keep your ears open for that and keep your mind open. If you're not on my mailing list, please go down into this links in here, go on my website and add yourself to my mailing list and you'll get more updates. I'm going to start doing a specific Twinflame list. I haven't done that and I'm going to now because that's really where my energy is going towards new paradigm relationships and twin flames. Okay, so enough of my rambling and a side note. Let's come back into the union. What do we see? It's actually funny. So this is the Midas touch. I'll show you the card in just a moment. I think it's exactly what my guides were talking about earlier. Expect the unexpected. So let's look at that really quick. If you see Midas touch, and you know the story of Midas touch, we're not going to talk about the story. We're not going to talk about the meaning of these specific cards. I know a lot of you are tarot readers, and a lot of you really like to read the books and the definitions of what they mean and go from that. My guides, when I received this deck years ago, I had it for years in my bookcase and I never used it because I'm not a tarot card reader, never been trained. But about 9 months ago, maybe, I don't even longer, perhaps almost a year ago, my guides came to me and they actually about a year ago, they said, you really need to do some twin flame work. You need to get the information out there. And I was resisting, obviously, because I'm not quite with him in the physical. He's with me everywhere, but not in the physical. So I resisted. And then back sometime about a year ago, not quite a year ago, my guides I was sitting with a friend and they said, go get those cards. And I was like, okay. So the Twin Flame Collective came to me and said, please use these cards and we're going to give you the spread and how to use it. So there is actually an official 11 card spread that I do with these cards. And when I do them, there's specific positions for each of them, and there's specific, ways I read them, and some of you have had those readings. But they cautioned me never to read the cards. Don't think about the stories associated with them unless it comes into my mind. They said, I want you to look at the cards, listen to whatever comes in, and whatever jumps out of you in the cards, out to you from the cards. So if you know the Midas touch story, it's going to interfere because you're going to listen to that thought process and go in your head. You're not going to go into your heart. Well, I'm not going there. I'm actually going into this. And to me, it's the unexpected. Like if you look at Midas, he's like, wow. He doesn't know what to do with that. But to me, that simply is a message that we need to expect the unexpected with our unions, with our relationship, with our beloved. Like anything can happen. And like I was mentioning earlier, and I'm getting I feel like I'm being attacked. So let me ask. I asked for Archangel Michael to come in and assist me. Ako tiro paki amana kushata ikata umuna kati pokaka dinumana katori pashanana utoro paki atorpai anana ko yata yamana kashoto bayataka uno marki dira potu pikacha shopa ina kedo makia. Well, I'm brighter. I noticed that, and it looks brighter in my house. And also, I feel not like I'm choking, which is great. So that was light language. In case there's those of you who've never heard that before, I am a light language healer. I do sound healing, so that is one of my gifts, and one of my channelings is light language. And so they came through me, helped me to break up the ick that was there, if you will. And I was they were silencing me. The unexpected, we're going to go back to that. I do feel like there's energies interfering and trying to silence some of the stuff that I teach, hence why the webinar for manifestation got canceled. That will be rescheduled. I am like working diligently to get my computer person to help me, and they're supposed to show up today at some point. And he said if he couldn't, it was because of his daughter, and then we'd have to figure out another time. But I am working on that because I feel like manifesting in the fifth dimension is so imperative to teach you, especially the twin flame community. That class is going to elevate you to a higher frequency, but also show you where to manifest from, not the old way of doing it. There's so much more to it than what we know. So going back to the card, expect the unexpected. What my guides were giving to me when I looked at that is expecting unexpected. Well, what I was talking to you about earlier, when you manifest something and you're expecting something, when you're expecting something, you are actually manifesting it in some ways. But the problem with the way that we have always manifested is we're doing it from here. We're not listening to this heart. And a lot of us are not in high frequency. So for example, one of the things that happens is, I was mentioning this earlier in the video, I believe, a lot of times we'll say, wouldn't it be wonderful if he could come here? And then my brain quickly proceeds to figure out all the ways that he could be prevented from coming here and why he might not show up and what could happen, all the things that possibly could get in the way and what can happen. So what am I doing? I'm actually manifesting all the blocks. I'm not actually manifesting all what I want. So when I say to you, expect the unexpected, just be in love and miracle. Trust that there's miracles coming, and just be in love. Don't be in fear. Just recognize that you are going to have magic happen, and it's important that it does. And so I look at this card, and that is exactly what I get. And the light on this beautiful being over here. When you see her, she's glowing. And I feel like it's for the divine masculine. It's going to be amazing for them to have that epiphany and recognize. And I feel like they're going into their heart and listening now. And, they might have the little quelling of their soul trying to give them some information, but then they push it away. And then and then they push it away. But it keeps coming, right? So that is magic is happening. So for the divine masculine, it's going to be amazing to say, oh my God, all this time. It's been right here before my eyes all this time. That's one thing that comes in. But for the divine feminine, what do I think that means? Expect the unexpected. You have no idea exactly what your beloved is doing, and you don't know what's going on inside of him. I'm psychic, I'm intuitive, I can read things. I don't know. I do have my ideas, I do have senses, I do feel things, I do get messages, I get clarity about things. But the truth is, I don't know exactly what's going on in that man's head for my beloved, nor do any of the divine feminine. Yeah, you might know them, you might be with them, you might be experiencing time with them, you might not be. Either way, you don't really know what's going on inside that head. Let them surprise you, because I feel like the surprise is going to be magical. And I feel like the surprises are going to astound you in a good way. And I feel like this week, from now until next week, until I do this reading again, at least the energies that I'm in right now and what I'm feeling for this day, we are about to enter some interesting times, and in ways that I don't think we've expected. So, what that means for all of humanity, I'm not sure, because I'm not talking about all humanity. What it means for twin flames, even if you're not in contact with your twin flame, if you've not had any connection with your twin flame, expect something. Something's coming. But I don't want you to think about what that would be. I just want you to be in the, I want you to be in the space of anticipation. I like that word better. Like when children get ready for Christmas, they're anticipating Santa coming and what gifts am I going to get? Oh my God, I can't wait to get a gift. That excitement, have that inside of you. And to feed your brain, instead of letting your head kind of give you what it wants to, I suggest that you start playing, do fun things, go do something that's enjoyable and gets that inner child kicking and going. Because once you start moving as an inner child inside, that energy starts to take over and you get to be in joy. When you're in joy, your head isn't going to start giving you reasons for things not happening and not give you ideas. And it's not going to try to fix things. It's going to be loving stuff. So be in joy, have fun and play, and expect the unexpected. Okay, namaste. And before I end it with my namaste, I want to say thank you to all of you who participated in my love readings from yesterday. I am working on those. Please expect the unexpected. I don't know when they'll be out to you because I have several to do. And I really am very thoughtful when I do them. I really get into a space and I make sure that I don't have interruptions and that I have a chunk of time to do a couple. And then if I don't have more than that, I just do those and then I come back to it when I have time again, when I'm in a space to do it. I do not do when I'm tired. I do not do it late at night unless I'm really like buzzing and I'm feeling like this is what's supposed to happen. I do them as I feel it is ready to go. So I send lots of love and light to you, and blessed union to all of you, and namaste. So much love to all of you.